Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. What's up, Cowboys Nation? We've got some breaking news coming out of the NFL. And if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, this one is gonna have you on the edge of your seat. Rumors are swirling and reports are coming in hot that Myles Garrett, one of the most dominant defensive forces in the league, might be heading to Dallas. That's right, the all-pro pass rusher, the game-wrecking force from the Cleveland Browns, could be making his way to the Lone Star State. So let's break this down, talk about what's really happening, and see if this move makes sense for the Cowboys. So first off, let's talk about Myles Garrett. This guy is a monster on the field. Ever since he was drafted first overall back in 2017, he's been a nightmare for quarterbacks across the league. We're talking about a dude with freakish athleticism, insane power, and a motor that never stops. He's racked up sacks like it's nothing, consistently ranking among the NFL's top pass rushers year after year. If you're an opposing offensive lineman, this is the guy you do not want to see lined up across from you. His ability to disrupt plays, force fumbles, and just completely take over games is something special. The Browns' defense has been built around him, and he's been their centerpiece for years. But here's where things get interesting. There's been a lot of chatter recently about Garrett's future with the Browns. Despite his dominance, there's been some tension behind the scenes. Reports suggest that he might not be entirely happy with how things are going in Cleveland. Whether it's coaching decisions, the team's overall direction, or just a desire for a fresh start, the speculation has been growing. And when a player of his caliber is even remotely available, you better believe teams are picking up the phone. Enter the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we all know that Jerry Jones is never shy about making a big splash. He loves star power, and he understands better than anyone that defense wins championships. The Cowboys have been solid defensively, but they've also had some holes, especially when it comes to getting consistent pressure on the quarterback. Sure, they've got Micah Parsons, who is an absolute beast in his own right, but imagine pairing him up with Myles Garrett. That would be a pass-rushing duo straight out of a nightmare for opposing offenses. So how real is this? Well, according to multiple sources, the Cowboys have been in talks with the Browns about a potential trade. And here's where things get even crazier. Some reports suggest that Garrett himself is open to the idea. Now, obviously, we have to take these rumors with a grain of salt because nothing is finalized yet, but where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And this isn't just a random rumor. There have been whispers that Dallas is looking to make a major defensive addition, and Garrett fits the bill perfectly. But let's talk about what it would take to actually make this happen. Myles Garrett isn't just any player. He's one of the best in the league, and he's still in his prime. That means if Dallas wants him, they're gonna have to pay up. We're talking about a massive trade package, likely including multiple high draft picks, and potentially even a key player or two. Could the Cowboys be willing to part with a first-rounder and maybe a second-round pick? Would the Browns be interested in a player like DeMarcus Lawrence to help fill the void? These are the kinds of questions that are being discussed behind closed doors right now. And then there's the contract situation. Garrett is under a huge deal with the Browns, but the Cowboys would have to figure out a way to fit that into their salary cap. Restructuring some deals, making some tough decisions, these are all things Jerry Jones and the front office would have to consider. But if they can pull it off, man, this could be a game changer for Dallas. The Cowboys' defense would instantly go from very good to absolutely terrifying. Opposing quarterbacks would have to deal with both Garrett and Parsons breathing down their necks on every single play. That's the kind of move that could push Dallas over the top and make them a legit Super Bowl contender. So what's next? Well, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this situation closely. The ENF offseason is always wild, and anything can happen. But Cowboys fans, if this move actually goes down, get ready because Dallas could be building something special. Myles Garrett in a Cowboys uniform? It's a dream scenario, but it might not be just a dream for much longer. This also puts massive pressure on head coach Mike McCarthy. He's already been under the microscope, with many questioning his play calling and in-game decision-making. Now, with an offense this stacked, there is no room for error. No reason this team shouldn't be competing for a Super Bowl. If the Cowboys don't make a deep playoff run, McCarthy's seat could get hotter than ever. But if he plays his cards right, this move could be the beginning of something special. Let's not forget about the Cowboys' defense. As good as this offense is going to be, their defense is still going to be a major factor in their success. Micah Parsons is a superstar, Trayvon Diggs is a turnover machine, and Dan Quinn has built a unit that can shut down some of the best offenses in the league. Adding a player like Davante Adams doesn't just help the offense, it helps the entire team. It keeps the defense fresh, gives them more time to rest, and forces opposing teams to keep up with Dallas's firepower. This isn't just a trade for a star player. This is a trade that could reshape the entire NFC playoff picture. So what's next? Where do the Cowboys go from here? Well, now the expectations are sky high. Anything less than an NFC championship appearance would be a disappointment. Fans are going to expect immediate results, and rightfully so. This isn't a rebuilding move. This is a move to win right now. And with the rest of the NFC looking wide open, there may never be a better opportunity than this. And let's talk about the fans. Cowboys Nation, you have every reason to be excited. This is the kind of move that teams dream about. This is the kind of move that can define an era. Imagine at Ant Stadium, packed to the brim, the energy electric, and Davante Adams lining up in that iconic Cowboys uniform, ready to make a statement. This is the kind of move that gets you to the Super Bowl. This is the kind of move that makes history. What do you guys think? Would you want Dallas to make this move? Is Myles Garrett the missing piece that takes the Cowboys to the next level? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the latest Cowboys news. This is gonna be a wild offseason, and you know we'll be covering it all right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.